Welcome back. We are covering top 25 companies to work for in the next 10 years. If you got to work for the best. And we're covering number 2 here, which in my opinion is Uphold. And we'll get into them in just a second. But before we do me a favor and then click the positive feedback mechanism on whatever platform you happen to be listening to or watching this content on. It is greatly appreciated. Like you wouldn't believe. I'm always encouraged to see a positive comment or positive feedback in any way. It lets the platform know and lets me know that you appreciate the effort, and bigger than that, it's free to do and only takes a couple of seconds. So if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. So we're going to jump right in, and number 2 is Uphold, and that is also a cryptocurrency and exchange, and I've covered a couple of those prior to this in this series. And the reason I have Uphold so high is because there's several reasons. So we'll get into that, right? Number one, they don't just offer cryptocurrency, right? They're getting into offering fractional shares of stocks and also precious metals as well, right? You can buy silver, gold. They also offer certain currencies, right? So if you're an FX trader and like that, this platform does everything. And I think that they have some room for improvement on their interface. Ultimately, it's okay. Yeah, I to be perfectly candid with you, I prefer Coinbase's interface, both on their normal platform as well as their Coinbase Pro. And Uphold just recently, they're working and they're getting there. So I appreciate that as well. They're not just resting on their laurels. They're actually making improvements. Before, up until about a month or two ago, they didn't have limit ordering, right? You could only buy at market. So basically, if you wanted to spend $100 on XRP or XLM or whatever cryptocurrency you're into, you basically just put whatever amount you're wanting to buy, and you get it at market rate, right? And so that's just kind of crappy. I can't stand buying market because the retail user gets screwed on that, to be perfectly candid with you, and that's not how you want to trade. But they recently enabled limit ordering, and it's a start. However, even though they're number 2 for me, they've got to really fix this and improve on this. They limit the amount that you can set your limit orders for. So if you wanted to sell, let's say that you bought some, I don't know, Cardano at $2 and whatever cents they're trading for today, and you bought 100 coins or tokens, right, of Cardano ADA. If you wanted to just set a limit order for like $10, they wouldn't let you do it. Right. I think it's they limit it to like 3 times. I'm not sure. I actually haven't been able to find out why they limit and what the limit number is. But I just think that that's crappy too, man. You can't limit me in terms of what I want to set it and forget it at. Right. So if I want to set it for $15 or $20 and then forget about it, so when it hits that number, it automatically executes. So that's the one thing. The good news, though, is that they're not influenced by I think the powers that be, right? The Ethereum and Bitcoin maxis. And so when this lawsuit that was filed by the SEC, against Ripple, not XRP is the currency, but SEC against Ripple, all the exchanges stopped allowing trading, right? They didn't necessarily delist, but they stopped allowing trading on their platforms. Uphold stood strong, and their CEO is, I think, really forward thinking. So I really like them. I do like the platform. I think they're going to get better. I think they have some room to grow, but I'm banking on them, and I put them at number 2 because I think that they're going to make those changes, and I think that they're working on it. It takes time to make those interface changes and to make it good, and again, I think that just the offerings that they have. And another big thing is they're most likely planning to go public here, in the near future. So again, the same things that I liked about Coinbase in terms of them being public, I like for Uphold when they actually go public as well, right? They'll have that additional layer of scrutiny because they will be publicly traded, and and have accountability to the SEC, which will hopefully force them to spend a lot more money on security, which is a good thing because again, their stock prices will get damaged if they have security breaches or issues. So again, I think that they're great. I think that they're gonna lead the charge here, and I like what they got going on, even though they got room for improvement. All of them do, and I think their prices are decent, and I think they've made a huge step forward with the limit orders, but still have some room to grow there. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Do me a favor again before we end this. click the positive feedback mechanism on whatever platform you're watching this on. I greatly appreciate it. And also lets platforms know that you appreciate it. And that's going to do it. We'll talk to you at the next video.